Welcome back everybody, Carmen here, and it is a beautiful day here in Missouri, except for the wind. The wind has just been relentless. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's just not stopped. But I think it's supposed to get like in the 70s, so that's nice. But I thought today would be a great day to do a quick little garden tour. I've got my morning cup of coffee and thought I would just show you guys around, see how everything is progressing. So let's have a look. All right, so first we have Scabiosa. This is, I can't read it, summer fruits. Can't hardly read it, but I know that it's summer fruits. And they're looking good. Coming along quite nicely. So far this year I have fertilized one time. I have fertilized with Neptune's Harvest. And here we have Scabiosa Salmon Queen. And it's looking good too. And then we have Yarrow Colorado. And it's coming along good. All of this I early spring planted, except for this. Obviously, this was fall planted. It is, I think it's, Feverfew. But yeah, Balls Ultra Feverfew. So it looks really nice. And then here we have Verbascum. This is Southern Charm. And it was also fall planted. And it won't be long till I have some blooms on them. And they look really nice. And then here we have some Dara. Some of this was overwintered, and then some of it, the smaller, like that one there, I early spring planted, and then these bigger ones were sown last fall. And this here, I think, is maybe some green mist. I just have a couple of those in here. I wasn't that crazy about green mist. I grew it last year, and yeah, it just wasn't my favorite. And this is a Scabiosa Snow Queen that overwintered. I have like 2 of them that overwintered. And this is Cerinthe. I think that's how you say it. Cerinthe. And I just put this out earlier this week, a couple days ago. Hopefully the wind isn't messing up the audio too much. If it gets too bad, then I'll just do a voiceover. And here we have, let's see, what do we got here? I think this is Rudbeckia. And of course, I can't find my tag, but I'm pretty sure it's Rudbeckia. I think it's Indian Summer. Get a good look there. And then here we have my Dianthus. It was planted last fall. This is the Sweet Series. This one's fairly tall. Last year I grew the Amazon series, and so far it got taller than what these are. After I planted these, I remembered Lisa Mason Ziegler stating that the Sweet Series didn't get tall enough for them. So we'll see how it does. I may next year just go back to the Amazon series. But they look really healthy. And then over here is my Lisianthus. It's hanging in there. It's not put on a lot of growth, but as I understand it, during these cool days, they're putting on root growth. That's their main focus right now. And then as the days warm up, we'll see some height, some top growth. This is my first experience with Lisianthus, so kind of learning as I go here. Back here we've got some snaps. I don't even know. They're probably Rocket or Potomac. Just some extras that I had. And then here we've got, oh, some more green mist. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if I'll grow this next year. The only reason I grew it this year was I just had some seeds. Didn't want to see them go to waste. Yeah, this is Sunfill green here. And these have probably been in the ground about a week. And these are Pro-Cut Orange. And they look good. These I just planted yesterday. This is Pro-Cut Horizon. That is a snapdragon that overwintered. I just planted around it. But these all look good. If you want to know the difference between an overwintered snapdragon and one early spring planted, those three there all overwintered. And then these are Sunfill green again, and these were put out yesterday. Okay, and here we've got some Potomac. These have been out for a couple of weeks. And then here is, these are Madam Butterfly Ivory. Again, there's another one that overwintered. And here's the Opus mix. But yeah, you can definitely see the difference. You've got Big Brother and Baby Brother. And they're just now starting to put on growth because it's, you know, weather. It's just rained. And okay, this is Maryland. So I've just got a few of the Maryland and then the Monaco. Maryland and Monaco are more suited for greenhouse growing for that early spring harvest or late winter harvest. So I won't be growing those next year. You know, you learn those things after you go ahead and do stuff. Okay, and then here we've got Snap Rocket Mix. And I do buy a lot of mixes because I'm doing farmer's market, and really all I'm looking for is bright colors. Now if I was growing for weddings or events, I would definitely be a little more selective about the colors I'm growing, but for farmer's market, it just all needs to look pretty. Then here we've got some Status. You know, it's not really as cold hardy as what I had hoped. These have been out for a few weeks and they just are not liking the cold weather we get here. But I'll wait, maybe next year, and not plant out quite so early. And then here I've got some Craspedia, and this just went in this past week. Never grown this before, so excited to see how it does. Just looks like little blades of grass. If I didn't know that it was here, I'd probably pull it up thinking it was grass growing. And then here we've got, this is Yarrow Colorado Mix and something else. That's not Yarrow right there. I think that's an Ami Magus. That's what those are. This is, last year I grew Ami right through here, and so I think that's what that is. And then here we have Larkspur. No, wait, this isn't my Larkspur. This is Feverfew, sorry. Again, it's the Balls Ultra. This was fall planted, You can see the difference compared to the other one. Okay, this is the larkspur. It was fall planted, direct seeded, I believe. And so it should be getting some blooms pretty soon. And this is bee balm. It was direct seeded in the fall. And it's looking good. And here we have the bupleurum. It's just really just done well. And it's starting to bloom. The problem for me is I'm going to have bupleurum and nothing else. And I did not have any more seeds, so I didn't do a succession of it, which I will correct that next year. This was direct seeded back in the fall. Okay, and then I tried overwintering bells. They did not overwinter for me. So I just threw some seeds in the ground. And I've had, okay germination. I can tell you last year I direct seeded bells and I thought I had very, very spotty germination. But then as the days heated up, they just popped up everywhere. So, okay, let's move over here. Got some anemones coming along. Getting a few buds, which, you know, stem length, that's maybe 8 inches. So stem length isn't there at all right now. I don't know, I've not grown them before, so I'm not sure what their growing habit is. And then some ranunculus over here. And a lot of them have died just because I didn't cover. I mean, that was my own doings. And then I do have a nice patch of ranunculus over here. And then we got poppies. Didn't have good germ with them. Very spotty. I mean, you can kind of see there. And then I got a few growing in my mulch here, and I'm leaving them. Take what I can get. Giant poppy pod out here, some hens and chicks, and some other, I don't remember, but I just kind of mixed them all up and threw them out here, so I have no idea what I'm going to get. We'll all be surprised together. And then you may have seen my last video, quick video. Here's the dahlias. They're coming right along. Oh, I think I've got one trying. Can you see that? Trying to bust through the surface now. There's another one. And another one. Right there. Okay, here's the verbascum snow bride. I actually come out this morning before I started videoing, and let me get over here and get my shadow out of the way. And cut a few. I'm testing the vase life on them. I've read not good vase life, and then I've read good vase life, so we'll see what they do for me. And then here I've got, this is Atriplex. And I think I've got a couple of Rudbeckia there. This is like the catch-all bed. There's some direct-seeded Atriplex and some weeds. Okay, so let's go have a look at the new beds. So the other evening we come out and added on to the sunflower bed and added another bed. Because I'm running out of room, my other beds are officially full. So one thing that I'm kind of learning and figuring out is the timing of the flowers. You know, like the bupleurum, it's doing wonderful and great, but I have nothing to put with it. Yeah, just part of the learning process, trying to get everything timed to where it will all come out at the same time so you can have bouquets. I'm not going to make my Mother's Day like I had hoped I would, but No, I'll just focus on the other days, the other weeks. Okay, so let's look at the sunflowers. Okay, so these are the sunflowers that I planted out. I think it was March 7th or 8th. They were completely uncovered in our Zone 6B winter, early spring. This is Sunfield Green here, and then we've got White Knight over here. And then over here, I got my Dahlias in the ground. So I've got, I'm sure there's really nothing to see, but I did get them planted. Well, that was just a quick tour of what all is growing on here at my little farm. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll keep you updated. Maybe every month we'll just go through and take a look, see how everything's looking at that point in the growing season. I've got seedlings growing underneath some lights, so those will be ready to go out pretty soon, and I'll add those into the new beds over here. And I'll keep you all updated. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.